So for example, this model will be open for me, this blue one. This model we usually use variables, okay? 3 variables, 1, 2, 3. Let's take for example Ali, okay? Ali project, okay? He want to do a project about the chicks and about poultry, okay? In a certain community specifically. So we have the right guy because he's trained, he's passionate about it, he has some knowledge about it and so on. So this is one of the variables, okay? And he will have we have to bring people around him, so beneficiaries, direct beneficiaries are a lot, okay? Then we have the community he's doing the project in, okay? Why he want to do in this community, why not other community? So this is another thing that is we going to focus on. And then here, what is the thing that will support that this project will be successful, whether from economical point of view, from social point of view, from the life changes, persistence of the people and so on. So this is an example of a model. Okay, so we build a model through variables, and usually we use in inspiration economy, resilience economy, we use this triangle thing. Okay, so that we always focus and we don't increase the number of variables and so on. So I was saying that this is one of the things. So we have people that is when we feel that this community is the right community, they are dissatisfied, they are really committed to this, they will not opposing at least, for example, Ali's project, they will be supporting Ali project because they consider it to be supporting the community. We have, the model started to be done, and then the process of managing change. And this is very important for any project. One of the challenges in socio-economic projects, they brought us what, is that we start projects, but we don't know that this project, after we finish, for example, doing something for this community, for example, or for this project, 6 months, 1 year, then we remove our hand, we think that this project will sustain. Most of the time, if you don't have this close supervision, for at least 3 years, the project what will happen to them? They will fall down again. So the monitoring, I'm not talking about the money now. The money might be in the first few months only to support them, but the way the people are working, how they are, collecting their data, how they are managing their project is very important in the long run. This will create what we call for us the pull. Okay? The rope is the pull. We need to pull things, not to push things. It means that after we build the spirit, after we see that the changes will come, then we have to bring the pull thinking. Pull thinking is that we will be selective. Where to invest our money, where to measure, what type. We don't exaggerate. Oh, this project will change the life of the people. It will eliminate poverty. If you are starting with a project with $600 or $1,000 or $2,000 like we do, our project is in this range. We are not a financing organization or big international organization, NGO. We are focused on doing projects so that we bring models for the community. And then you have to be very selective. So being selective is one of the challenges, and this is what is now he's going through. Today we can sit with him, Ali for example, about challenging him, how he will be selective, how he will maintain his project, and for how long he will be having a return on the community and so on. Okay. And then of course, this will start to show that it should touch, as I told you, the heart and the content. The heart means that we have to have agility. Agility means team spirit, persistence, and so on. We have to have a clear throughput. For example, after 6 months, what will happen? After 1 year, what will happen? Okay. After 18 months, what will happen? And this is why we say the content also very important. Content means that we should have now starting to have a report. Okay, one of our guys in Musanzi, he have a report every quarter, every 3 months. Okay. Every month he report very quickly. The WhatsApp, this is what has been done. For example, this month it was dry season, like this. We have this challenge, but we can solve it by this way and so on. But in the long run, also he will have what we call the income will come. We will pay him more if we see this project is making a return on the community. Because the idea is not to bring money to us, but the idea is to show that the community has started to be benefiting from such projects and started to create impact even in their life, in his life. I mean, these guys who's working for us, or working with us, sorry, not for us, okay, they are the experts of the future. They are our potential, even PhD students. We are willing to invest in them, okay? Because these are the ones who are going to change Not only Rwanda, maybe they change the whole world. And by the way, these projects is not only needed in Rwanda, it's needed for all over the world. So this is again something that is... I will give you a case which is very dear to my heart. Usually case studies, we put it in pictures, and we put it in like this drawing so that it's easier for us, because it's a long case study. We summarize it this way for our students. There was in northern Bosnia. Bosnia, by the way, going through, a war, okay? A civil war. Maybe you heard about it. It was at the same time when you had the genocide in Rwanda, which is in 1994. They had it in 1992, actually. 1992 ended in 1994. And this war caused many people to be displaced, many people to be, let's say, created poverty, a lot of poverty. But these were, and then many organizations came. One of these popular organizations in Bosnia, in a place called Buheji, and this is what I said here. I have to specify which community I'm focusing on. So I'm not talking about whole Bosnia. I'm talking only a specific place in Bosnia, which is northern Bosnia. Even I'm specifying for you the place. It's called Buheji, the border between Bosnia and Croatia. Okay? We've chosen this because this is one of the severe places where there are many people that are living in poverty. And many people are migrating, they're leaving their country, they're going to Europe. Okay? So this place, we go to this organization, and this organization actually was supporting 600 families per day. It means family, so a collection of family there is about 5. So I'm talking about how much? 600 by 3,000 people are fed every day by food delivered to them, or they come and collect it from their kitchen and so on. Now, one of the things that we noticed in this organization, so this is what I'm telling you here, that Marhamat is an NGO, it is in Bosnia, there are lots of people poor. Then I put for you the second one. They are facing problem because now they need to bring lots of funds. And what they have many people outside waiting for this also to enter. So beside the collection of wood that we are having, which is how much I said? About 3,000 people. There are many more than maybe even 20,000 waiting to enter because they say this is good, something good. We can at least guarantee there is one meal on the table per day. Okay. And this, of course, increased this organization, let's say pressure on this organization. Waiting time became a lot. Now there was a mix-up because many people, what happened in this, and this is, by the way, you find it even in Rwanda. What happened, over time, this organization, this is what I was expecting, this permanent one. Okay, so this organization, he said, bring blue pens, this is permanent one. This doesn't work. Okay, so this organization over time had a collection of people that maybe they should have been out of the system. Why? Because, for example, as I mentioned to you here, okay, 40% of these people are what? Are between the age of, which is youth, right? Which means they're supposed to be capable. And Bosnia is like Rwanda, very beautiful country, greenery. Okay, it is have a lot of rivers, availability of resources for food. I mean, they are having lots of cows, they have lots of sheep, lots of fish easily. You can just put your hand. I mean, even their river is very clean. You can see even the fish when they are swimming and so on. But these people, they became dependent. So what we did, do you think this organization was helping the community to eliminate poverty? Actually, what they are doing, they were emphasizing poverty. Because people, it's like, again, this story, I think, same in Arab world and Africa, where the falcon, he started to stay only with the chicken. Okay, so the falcon started not to fly because he thought that he can't have wings to fly, right? You see other falcons, but because he stayed with it. So this is what happened to them. They started to feel that they don't have the power to start their own projects or so on, even though this area had high tourism, like what's happening now in Rwanda. It's becoming. So anything, by the way, relevant to tourism and opportunities here where it comes. Again, it's about variables. Okay, so for example, if we have here, he's saying, Ali, this will be like partly ecotourism project. So people can come and visit me, and I can explain to them how they raise, for example, poultry in their own, their own areas or something like this. So this would be interesting to understand. And then one of the things, of course, is that this organization, as I told you, was not securing funds. Many people, they are so lazy, so much. Even if they give them food, I mean dry food, they say, no, why you give us dry food? Dry food means they have to cook, right? Give us cooked food. So that much people became dependent. Okay? So here we started to categorize people. And what we did, and then we said, okay, this 40% need to go out as soon as possible. And here what I tell you, when we do impact assessment, what we do, we are actually doing something called, okay, codification. Okay? Please write this one down, and I did not put it for you there. Okay? Intentionally, so that if whoever wants to learn more, he can come back to us in our workshop. Okay, there is a technique called codification. We codify things. What means codification? We mean yes or no. Okay, or it is green, or it is red. Is these people going to stay, or we can kick them out now? Kick them out means help them also, not kick them out of the system. So this 40%, directly we started to have. They should not get support every day. Okay? So we can't leave them, of course. We can't kill them suddenly because they will, create chaos, and also some of them might die if their wings is cut already. But what we did, we started to train them so that they get out of the system very quickly. Clip them to other organizations. Okay, so for youth, they started to be participating in this same NGO, not someone else helping them. They are the youth of these families. They started to be the ones who cook. They are the ones who can deliver the food instead of bringing other people and you pay them money and so on. So this was one of the things. So that as a result, as we said, we created a change in making people not to be dependent and over all. So this is what we talk about. And first of all, we do codification. After codification, we do something called classification. The difference between codification and classification is very simple, but yet it takes a long time. Now I said before, we had red, and then green, and here we have what? Yellow. It's like a traffic light. Now we put the yellow, okay, or the blue, start to have here. For example, these people are, okay, they are not ready to go now, but they need, for example, 1 year, 2 years to be invested in them, and then they can go out of the system. Okay. Again, this is part of the impact assessment. When we do it this way, so that, okay. And then we based on that, we go to the third level, we call it stratification. Stratification means now the organization is ready to be a leading organization. So this organization called Marhamat, they got many awards because of this project. They got awards later because they have managed not only to create opportunities for the people, but also they started to have, the people who really deserve this thing, they started to get the food, the right food, and also they started to diversify in their income, which I'll talk about later. So the idea of socio-economic impact is about understanding what is the positive, what is the negative, and the impact that we're going to do. We understand the potential consequences and the benefits of the initiative that we're going to do. And then, of course, we measure the direct impact, the indirect impact, the cumulative impact. For example, the direct impact, when we started to do this project, okay, is that these youth now, they are more resilient, right? So in case, even now, if nobody gives them food, because they started to know that the power is within, they started to contribute to the community. And some of them became social entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs and so on. Okay? Some of them, they gone into honey and so on. And by the way, I invite you to visit our YouTube. So if you write Buheji, you can enter to this, my name is there in the first slide. You can see many of our YouTube. I mean, there are more than 3,000 uploaded case studies there. Okay. And then we have also the short and long-term impact. What is the short? For this organization, for example, the short-term impact, the first of all, they became more respected from the community. because they started the community started to see them not only as people who cook food and give food. And even they used to claim about them that these people are politically biased. Why you give certain group, why you don't give certain group, and so on. But with time, even the government started to support them. They started to give them land, started to give them support to buy from their products. And even we invested in doing for them a bakery. Okay, because most of after you study, after you do a study like impact assessment, you go through the details. What type of food they eat. So we sat down with the poor. And we started to see what is the main food in Bosnia. In Bosnia, the main food for them is the toast. You know the toast, the big one, the loaf. Okay. This is the main food actually. Other things is easy for them. This is the most difficult part. So instead of buying from a bakery, this became what? Instead of having a cost center for buying from a bakery every day, we created for them a bakery. Started with a bakery machine in the beginning, on a simple bakery machine, and then grown to be a bakery, then grown to be a big bakery. So now one of the largest bakeries in the north of Bosnia is this organization, which is this. It's open for selling for normal people, not only for the poor. Okay, so this is what we say about positive and negative impact. So